Welcome back to the Daily Dean! Once again, we're gonna have a little talk, and I want to have a moment of honesty with you, and I want you to have a moment of honesty with yourself. Have you ever felt self-conscious in public? Or maybe regretted or cringed at something you did in the past, okay? Chances are, yes. Especially if you're an adolescent or you've been an adolescent, which is probably a lot of people watching this right now. So, when you're at our age right now, it feels like the entire world is watching you, especially when you go outside on the streets or walking around or maybe going to the mall, which we are not really doing right now. But when we do return to, going outside in public and whatnot and having people, around you, do you ever feel like, oh my gosh, does my hair look wrong? Do people really notice, like, if I'm wearing the same shirt on Mondays every day? Or stuff like that, like, oh, do people notice the dirt on my glasses? Or if I have acne on my face, in, like, my neck and my back and stuff like that? See, I could go on about insecurities like those, because I've personally experienced those as well. And I'm not ashamed to say that, because I know that my insecurities are just as much a part of me as every other part of me. They're just things that I may experience, and you know what? I'm okay with that. For example, I used to be a little more insecure about my teeth. Right now, if you can see, I kind of have a gap. I don't really mind that anymore. I feel like that's a part of me. Another thing, sometimes I feel like my head is a little too round. Maybe some people point it out, but I don't really care. That's my head. Now, see, those two things, right? Would you have, noted that yourself? Would you have said, man, Dean has a really round head? Or, man, Dean has really big, front teeth, right? Probably not. Chances are you would have, maybe noticed it, along more time, but a stranger on the street is not going to see my head and think, huh, look at his head! Or, huh, look at his teeth! Right? So, what I'm trying to get at is that strangers do not pay as much attention to you as you may think. And even your friends might not pay as much attention to you as you may think. And that sounds bad, but what I mean to say is, you're not going to be, you don't have to stress as much about how you're going to be looking in the mirror or how you're going to be looking, outside and stuff like that. Because people, for example, we're going to do a little exercise. People don't remember you a lot, right? Or remember how you look like. Once again, that may sound bad, but we're going to try something interesting, okay? Think about the last time you went outside. Think about a stranger you saw right now. Can you really think about what a stranger looked like? Are you really paying that much attention to what, the nose shape of a stranger was? Or how far apart their eyes were? Or how sharp their jawline was? Or how large their teeth were? Or how straight their teeth were? Or whether or not they were wearing glasses? Or whether or not their hair was greasy? Or whether or not their hair was too short or too long or too medium sized or whatever. When you think about how you're looking and how it's going to be perceived by others, I can guarantee you with about 80% certainty, nobody's going to care. Strangers aren't going to care. Your friends won't mind. Your friends will love you for whoever you are, even if your appearance is not to their taste, right? And even if it isn't to their taste, they're not going to consciously be thinking about that every time they see you, right? Like, for example, I may not like short hair. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate, other people's short hair, right? So, you don't have to you don't have to worry about what your friends are going to be thinking about you, because your friends will appreciate you no matter what. And strangers aren't going to be noticing the length of your hair, the size of the shape of your nose, the, width apart from your eyes, your unibrow, your mustache, your chin strap, your beard, stuff like that. Remember that. When was the last time you saw a stranger's face and thought, wow, look at that dude's face? Chances are, you're not really thinking about strangers' faces. You can try that with every other thing. When was the last time you noticed somebody's nose? When was the last time you noticed somebody's lips? When was the last time you noticed somebody's jawline or stuff like that, right? Basically, once again, iterating this, you are great as you are. That's actually a new point. I don't know why I said iterating this again. As long as you enjoy how you look, you shouldn't have to obsess about what people are going to perceive it as. Because the strangers that are going to see the most of you are not actually going to be paying attention, and the friends who see, you on a daily basis will appreciate you no matter who you are. So, thank you. Oh, once again, note, check out the forum down below. It has stuff about feedback and etc. And maybe I should have an official outro, but I guess that's it. So thank you.